So in this particular video, I'm going to show you how my browser works. Now, this browser is now called Book Formatter Pro. What happened is that I turned Book Formatter Pro into a browser. Now, the reason why I've turned it into a browser is because Google decided to reject one of my Chrome extensions. So what I did is that I built my own browser and fixed the Chrome extensions inside it. That's the one now I'm giving to people in my group. So let me go ahead and show you how this browser actually works. So when you come to this browser, you're going to see that it has things which I've pinned here, which are all useful. First, it has all the AI models that you can use. It has all the AI models that you can use as a what? As a writer. Now, all these AI models can write your book, and most of them can write your books for free. And then you can use the Chrome extension, this extension which I have, to actually go ahead and format the book. So what AIs do we have here? So you can see that we have ChatGPT. ChatGPT can write for your book if you have a paid version. Then Cloud, even Cloud, you have to use a paid version. Gemini, you have to use a paid version. Grok, you have to use a paid version. DeepSeek, you can use it for free, totally for free, to write an entire book. It doesn't matter how long the book is, DeepSeek can write it for you. Then Kimi can also write for you an entire book. Quen can write for you an entire book. And I haven't tried Meta AI, but I'm sure that it can also write for you an entire book. So what does this extension, how does this extension work? So to know how this extension works, you're going to go ahead and click open the extension. So how do you get the extension? So when you come here, you can see this is the button for extension. So you click on it and you can see that now I have around 4 extensions. Now in the future, I'm going to add so many extensions for all kinds of books you can think of. So right now I have extensions. You can write for you nonfiction, any type of nonfiction, and then it can write for you travel guide, and then I'm going to add an extension for cookbook. I'm going to add an extension for adding images. I'm going to add an extension for medical books and so on. Now, what I like about this browser is that it can update itself. You don't need to, if I have a new update, you don't need to install a new one. The update it will just update itself automatically. It will push all the new updates to you on your computer, and then you click update and update, and then add for you the Chrome extension. Now the Chrome extensions are loaded from my side remotely. When I load for you the Chrome extension, you just update your software and you use it. You'll be seeing new Chrome extensions there. So let me show you what we have so far. So far so good. You can see that if I click on this Chrome extension, it opens like this. Now as soon as it opens, you can see that this part is waiting for YouTube video. Now we are using YouTube video as a source material. When you open a YouTube video, it captures it as a source material so that you can have some difference in your book. Yes, because they're using different AI. Some of these AIs are not that developed. They don't have enough sources, so you have to add some source. For example, YouTube video, you put it as a source so that it can write for you the book. Also, if you don't want to use YouTube as a source, then you can use your own table of content. You can provide it to this extension and tool. Go ahead and do it for you. Now, this is the place where you open the YouTube and you add source material, or you add your what? Your book outline, then to write it for you. Now, when you click here in book writer, you can see that we have what you can choose. If you click here, you can choose so many things: study guides, travel guides, product guides, biography, self-help, business, finance, science and technology, psychology and mental health, and so on. Yes, so those are the um these are the categories, the book types that we have under this particular Chrome extension. But I'm going to make another Chrome extension for heavy books like medical books. I'm going to make another Chrome extension for workbooks and so on. So you can see those are the things that you select. Now you can see here we have all these AI, DeepSeek, Grok, Cloud, all of them. These are the buttons to fire, to send prompts to the AI. Then you can see here we have manuscript section. Now this is the part where you're going to what? To format your book from. This is the part where you format your book from. When you click on this, this is the part where you create book cover. Then this one is the part where you use for capturing images from YouTube. Now let me show you how this source material actually works. So when you click on source material and you're on source material, you have to come here and click on YouTube to open a YouTube page. Yes. So you click to open a YouTube page. So you let it load to open a YouTube page. Now you can see that it has opened a YouTube page. Now, since it has opened the YouTube page, you can go ahead and find a video and click on it. as a source material. Yes, you can click on any video as a source material. And then when the video is opened, you go ahead and click on this. You can see that it's saying no transcript. You go ahead and click on this to actually extract content from the video. After it has extracted content from the video, you can see here it has extracted the script. Yes, it has extracted the transcript. So after it has extracted the transcript, you are going to go ahead and what? After it has extracted this transcript, you're going to go ahead and click on load transcript. After you've clicked on load transcript, you see that it is saying transcript has been sent to pipeline. Then you come here, the pipeline is here in book writer. So when you click on book writer, you can see that it's saying transcript loaded. Yes. Since it says transcript loaded, that means the transcript has been sent to pipeline. Yes. So after that, you come here and put your title, subtitle, author name. Then you select gender. Let me say male. You select these. Let's leave it on default. Leave it on default. And then you click here and say complete book. And then you send to any of these AIs. You click here and you choose any of these, and then you send to any of these AIs. Then it will write for you the book. So you click like this, and maybe you send. It will open for you an AI here, maybe DeepSeek. Then you send to DeepSeek, and it will start writing for you the book here. You see what it is doing. It's going to analyze and then write for you the entire book in one prompt. Yes, it's going to write for you the entire book in one prompt. You can see here it has started writing the introduction. Then it's going to go ahead and write the other parts of the book, or chapter 1, then to write chapter 2 up to like 5 chapters which I have selected here. It will write all of it. Now that is when you want to write the book in one prompt, but you'll have to add title and subtitle here. Even if you don't add title and subtitle, it can write for you the book. Then you formulate the title and subtitles later. Yes, so that is what we have on this side. Now as this one is writing, let me show you more things that we are doing here. Now let's say you don't want to write the entire book in one prompt. You want to write chapter by chapter. So you have to just come here and change target chapter content. Change that. When you change that, you're going to see that there's something down here. Some writing progress appears down here. Then you click on reset to take it back to 0 here. Now, when it is on 0 here, you go ahead and say, you click on any AI. I'm going to use DeepSeek again. You click on that. It will open another tab. After it opens another tab, it pastes for you the what? The prompt, and then you say enter. Now, when you say enter, it's going to analyze this and then go ahead and write for you a table of content. Yes, it's going to go ahead and write for you a table of content. You can see that it has written a table of content. This part here is for planning. So it has written a table of content. I'm going to copy the table of content that it has written. Copy this entire table of content and bring it back to this AI and load it into the pipeline. So you bring it here and you paste your table of content here and then load it into the pipeline. You can see that you click this, you can see that it has been loaded into the pipeline. Now you can start writing the book. All you have to do is now be clicking continue. You click on continue and you let it enter, and it will go ahead and analyze and write for you the book. Yes, so you just keep on clicking continue until the end. Yes, you click on, you can see here it has started introduction. So it calculates the number of words that you need, and then it will write for you the entire book the way you want it to be, the way you want it to be, and write for you chapter by chapter. And then you can later collect it into the manuscript section and format it all at once. Yes, so after doing that, you can say continue again and you say enter. You can see that all you have to do now is be clicking continue until the end. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pause that and come back here and see if this has finished writing. Yes, so you can see that this has actually finished writing. You can see it is even saying a conclusion. So this has completed writing. So after it has completed writing, we can now format it. By this one, you can use chapter by chapter, or you can write it all at once. So you have seen what I've done. I've done this is writing the entire content at once, and the other side is for writing it chapter by chapter. So what do we do from here? Now from here, the next thing you have to do is to now format the book. Now, how do you format the book? All you have to do is come to the manuscript section. You can see that these things, they have been detected. Everything that is here has been detected. So you click on this to refresh. You can see that. Then you click on enter. You say import anyway. You can see that everything here, everything there has been imported here. Yes. Now, since everything has been imported here, now we can go ahead and format. So how do you format the book? All you have to do is now extend this, enlarge this, and then you click on this to format the book. You can click on that. It doesn't matter, even if it's travel guide or not travel guide, you can format it using these things, like these templates, these themes. You can select any of these themes to format for you the book. So I'm going to click here, start with modern, and say format. Yes, say format. There you can see. So when you look through, you can see that it has formatted this book. it has formatted, it has formatted, and it has formatted. Yes. So then you click on export to actually export it. You can see that it has exported it here. Then you can open it, click to open it, and you see what the exported book actually looks like. So let it open so that you can see what it looks like. Let it load. Although it has loaded on my other screen, I'm going to drag it up to that screen. Dragging it now here. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is what what has been exported from there. Yes. Now from here in Microsoft Word, you can do so many things to it. You can do so many things to this book that we have just exported. Now let's say you want to. I'm going to add another button where you can export using PDF. Export it in PDF. But if you want to export it in PDF, then you need to have everything. You need to have the table of content. You need to have the copyright page, and you need to have the title page. So I'm going to insert them from here. So let me say I need table of content. I'm going to say add page numbers. Click on that. You can see that that's a table of content. It has been added. Then I want copyrights page. I'm going to insert that and say classic centered like that. You can see that's the copyrights page. Then I want this title page. I'm supposed to put titles there and choose a layout and then put there. Then the title will enter here. So that is how these other ones work when you want to export it in PDF format. I'm still working on that feature for exporting it in PDF format, but it's going to come. Yes. So you can't export this to Word. If you export this to Word, it's going to mess up with your content. So from Word, you need to create your new table of content. Right now, you can't export it to Word, but I'm going to find a way to make sure that the table of content can also be exported into Microsoft Word. Yes. So that is how you format your book. Now, the other templates, when you click on this, let me try one of these again. When you click on that one, you can see this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like for the formatting of this. Yes. So I have so many templates. When you click on this and maybe you say minimal, click on that. You can see that it formats very fast. Doesn't matter how big your book is. The formatting is going to be very fast. So that's what that one looks like. Then click on this and maybe adventure. Choose that and click on this to see what it looks like. You can see that this is what this one looks like. Yes. This is what the template looks like. Then you can go ahead and click on this. Maybe let me say this one, say format, and you see what the template looks like. So you see this is what it has formatted. So that is how the formatting actually works. So that is how the entire Book Formatter Pro actually works in terms of formatting and everything. Now next you're going to go to book cover. Now in book cover you can also choose here and actually put your title, subtitle, and everything. Then you go ahead and what and create the book cover. Now I'm not going to create the book cover in this particular video. There's another video that I'm going to make that will deal with book cover, how this thing makes book covers only. Yes. And these other ones of collecting images, I'm also going to make another video for it. But that is exactly how the software works. That is exactly how the software works. Now let's say you don't want to use people's YouTube content. You just want to use your own content. So how do you do it? You want to use your own table of content. How do you do it? Let me get a table of content and show you how you can do it with your own table of content. Yes. Let me show you. Now, let's say this is your table of content. You have created it from somewhere and you are copying it. You copy the entire table of content and you bring it here. Bring it and paste it here. After you paste your table of content, you go ahead and say load outline. So click on load. Before I load, let me come here and see. You can see here this is saying transcript loaded. Yes. If I click here and I come here and say load outline and come back here, you can see now it's saying outline loaded. That means the outline is now in the pipeline. So if the outline is the pipeline, now you come and you say reset, and then you click here and choose target chapter content like that. Then you start writing. Yes. You just open maybe DeepSeek. Let it open DeepSeek. It pastes the thing, then you click there and it starts writing for you. The first thing it will do is to first outline for you the table of content again to let you know that it has understood what you want. After that, then you can say continue, and then it will go ahead and write for you your entire book, one chapter by chapter. Yes, you can write for your entire book chapter by chapter. So that is basically how this thing works. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss what I'm going to show you in the next video. The other thing is that I'm going to stop this video here, and if you want to get access to this software, early access to this software, you click the link I'm leaving in the comments in the in the comments of this comment section of this video. You click the link and you join my WhatsApp group, and then you can talk to me from there. Yes, so that is how this particular browser works. Now we have a whole browser for ourselves. Yes, so now that is how this one works. Now in this browser we also have other things. We also have other things like autoflow. This one helps you auto generate images from Flow AI. This one helps you to auto generate images from Flow AI. If you have Flow AI, you can use this to auto generate images, all kinds of images that you want. Yes, then there's another one called uh Autolumen. This one will help you generate images, auto generate so many images from piclumen. Yes, will help you auto generate images from piclumen. So I'm going to add so many Chrome extensions that you can use, and all of them will be bundled inside this browser. So that is how the thing works, and I'm going to stop this video here. See you in the next one.